welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Faith and I'm back with another video. So if you guys are new here, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you can stay updated with the information I have on natural hair. So today, as you guys can see by the title of the video, that we will be speaking about how you take care of your hair and how to style it. This is all based on your hair type. My previous video that I've uploaded is based on hair types only, so you guys can go and check out like what hair types are and how you can identify your specific hair type. I don't have all the hair types on my head, so I am not really much educated like on a personal scale, if I can say that. So without further ado, let us get started with the video because we have quite a lot to cover, because we are going into into depth about each type of hair. And in my previous video I spoke about there being 4 types and each type of hair having types. Why do I keep saying types? Anyway, so each of the hair types have subtypes. So we will be going into those hairstyles and care, like how you need to care for your hair type. Okay, so I think we should really now get started with the video. Type 1 is our straight hair type. Okay, so that's everything to do with straight hair. Type 1 tends to get oily and flat. It's best to avoid heavy oils or serums or butters. If you wash your hair too often, it can lead to there being more oil production on the scalp. The safest way to go for you to keep your hair fresh and clean is dry shampoos and texture sprays. So yeah, let's rather stick to that. You can wash your hair and all that. I'm not saying don't wash your hair, please wash your hair, but like, don't do it too often. The best suited hairstyles for type 1 hair is the chin length blunt cut. So that's in general. Since type 1 lacks volume, go for layer cuts. Like, apparently it adds a more voluminous, I don't know if that's how you say it, but yeah, it adds that feel to your hair. If you have type 1B hair, go for updos or slick back hairstyles. As for type 1C, consider layered cuts and short hairstyle. So type 2 hair is usually straight from the root to eye level, right? And then from the eye level to the ends there is a wavy texture. You don't have to flatten the waves, but you can define them. You can always use gels, but also steer clear from like oil-based hair care products. Okay, and type 2B, the hair is usually more wavy from eye level to the roots. To define the waves, you may consider dyeing your hair where there is more of an S pattern. Okay, with type 2C hair, a more S-shaped curl or wave starts or begin from the crown. When blow drying type 2C hair, you have to use a diffuser because it's very frizzy, so that the hair doesn't become even more frizzy when you blow dry it. Then you get your type 3A hair type. This kind of hair type has an S-shaped curl, and they also like form loose loops. Like, have you noticed? It's not a tight curl, it just forms an S-shaped. It's a more S-shaped type of curl. You should not brush your hair harshly if you want to maintain that hair texture. Like, if you want to maintain the S-shape, like loose curl hairstyle, don't brush your hair. Like, don't do that. And the best suited hairstyle for type 3A hair types is a loose ponytail. Type 3B is slightly thicker than type A. And it also lacks more moisture than type A. You should consider adding a lot of moisturizing ingredients like aloe vera, shea butter, and all that kind of stuff that just adds the moisture to your hair. If you use sulfates or silicone products on your natural hair, it can strip your hair from its natural moisture. So try to stay clear of those, because we don't want our natural hair to lose its natural moisture, because really it already lacks moisture. As for type 3C, it's a more tighter curl, because we're leading into now the coily hair type, which is a type 4. Okay, and type 3C, you have to use what's this, you have to use detangling lotions, etc. Oh, this thing. Okay, you have to use detangling lotions or anything that can help you detangle. For instance, leave-in conditioners. And using leave-in conditioner with this hair type, it helps with the breakage, because this hair type is more prone to breakage. Yeah, it's more prone to breakage. Sorry, I'm being distracted by this muggy, and it's so annoying. When we get to our type 4 hair types, right? Type 4A is a more delicate. I am sorry. It's a more delicate hair type, so we need to add a lot of moisture to our hair when we have this, if we have this hair type. So things that we have to consider when having this hair type is we have to consider using butters, creams and conditioners, but we have to kind of avoid oils. But if you want to use an oil as a sealant, you can definitely do that. I do that, so it's perfectly fine. And as for hairstyles and all that, we have to try and avoid really tight, you know, those yo when it's yo. I used to go through that moment where my hair is just braided so tight I can barely move my neck. So we have to stay clear of those type of braiding, because it can break our hair off. Because remember, leading from type 3C to type 4C, it's very delicate. That hair type is the most delicate hair types you can find. Okay, so it needs a lot of moisture, and it's very much prone to breakage. So the moisture and the deep conditioning, just conditioning in general, and the butters that you have to use just helps strengthen it. I also strengthen my hair with protein treatments, so you can definitely consider doing protein treatments. It also adds a shine to my hair and all that other stuff. And if you guys want to know what treatment I use, I think I'm using it in one of my videos, but I can definitely show you again. Type 4B has a more zigzag pattern to it. It's not an S. It may look like an S, but it's not an S. I don't know how to describe this. I'm bad at explaining things, guys. I'm glad I'm not starting to be a teacher. But anyways, it has a more zigzag pattern to it. It's prone to tangles and all that other stuff. Using leave-in conditioners can definitely help you soften your hair so that you can be able to comb through it. The best way to do this is to section your hair into however many parts you would like. I usually do it in 4, but if my hair is difficult, I just make it smaller. Just comb it from the bottom to the top so that you don't hurt yourself, because it is very much painful. Okay, it is very painful. And your hair has to be damp when you put on your leave-in conditioner and while you're combing it, because if it's completely dry, trust me, the amount of pain you are going to experience. I'm pretty sure you know this, but don't do that to yourself, girl. Don't do that to yourself. If you would like to keep your coils intact, you can definitely use curling gels or creams or anything that's just curling your hair so that you can keep your hair intact and just look cute all day, every day, you know. Your type 4C hair has really tight and fragile curls. If you have type 4C hair, to keep your hair well moisturized, use shea butter, conditioners, oils to lock in the moisture, and creams. With this hair type especially, you need to try and avoid at all times to brush your hair harshly. Like, take your time. If you want to brush your hair, it's the most difficult hair to brush and comb through and all that stuff. Hence why you need to like consider, you know, leaving your hair damp, sectioning your hair, putting on your leave-in conditioners or detangling lotions, and start from the bottom heading to the top patiently. So with that being said, we know now that the more your hair curls, the more moisture it needs. Like, you need to start using things that moisturizes your hair if your hair is curly. Okay, doesn't matter what curl you have, just remember that your hair will always need moisture. And not all curly hair types might need or needs like oils. No, leave-in conditioners is the most important thing you will ever need to use with your hair being curly and all that, you know. So yeah, and with regards to products and so forth, I can't directly tell you which product is best for you, but you can definitely ask your stylist to suggest some, and you know, yeah, just try them out, see how it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, try something else within that category that your stylist is telling you to look at. Okay, and yeah, also ask them which styles would suit your hair type or would be best for your hair type, because the hair types that I gave, the hairstyles that I gave here now, is just something that, you know, I researched is best for the type of hair that you have. So definitely ask your stylist more about it if you would like. But yeah, also remember, I'm also still learning, guys. So yeah, so I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoy your day further.